welcome into another installment of Press Conference Live here on Comcast Sportsnet California. Dave Benz alongside Bill Romanowski. In just a bit, we'll take you out to Alameda, where we are awaiting Tom Cable and his post-Kansas City and post-season press conference. So we'll get you there as soon as he comes to the podium. And let's talk about the players right now on this year's team. They cleaned out their lockers this morning. Bill, put us in the mindset of a player that's going in and cleaning out their locker and knowing the season is over, especially when you feel like you had a good season and you feel like, man, if we were getting that shot, we could probably make some noise.
Well, can I share just one story?
Sure.
I never cleaned out my locker.
Well, there you go.
I never cleaned it out.
That's good. We're going to have to pick that up on the backside because Cable's at the...
Cable came in and set his jaw, and he was like, hey, guys, this is what we're going to do. We're going to win the AFC West, and we're going to go do this, and we're going to compete, and we're going to win. And, you know, he really helped this team out because he's a blue-collar coach, you know, and that's what this organization, I think, needs. And he's not going to, excuse my French, he's not going to bullshit you. He's a straight shooter, and that's how he is. And that's what I enjoy about him. I've enjoyed playing for him. Hopefully he's here for a while. But I really seriously think he's the main reason we've got this thing headed back in the right direction.
I think he's done a great job here. It seems like that the rumors started yesterday, and we were kind of all taken aback by it. So, you know, none of that stuff. I mean, the players have no control over that.
Well, it's going to be an interesting couple of weeks over in Alameda as the Raiders' future very much up in the air. And welcome back with Bill Romanowski. A lot to digest after listening to Tom Cable talk. You know, the first thing I was thinking towards the end, man, this guy really seems like he has flourished and developed into this role as a solid NFL head coach. I was watching him, and this is what you want your head coach to be.
You want to know what it is? He's honest. He's genuine. There is no bull, you know what. He says it the way it is. It's what the players respond to. They talk about, he's honest with us. He tells us straight up how it is. I mean, you don't know how many head coaches I've had that have lied to me. And it's just the nature of the beast. There's a lot of pressure. They got to balance all these different attitudes out. And you know what? I think Tom Cable has got to figure it out. And we talk about these waters that he's had to maneuver around, and he's done a heck of a job. And the team is moving in the right direction. His press conference, I love what he had to say. You know, they've got young players that are making great strides. They had rookies come in that contributed to this football team. They had leadership where they needed it. You didn't have a guy that all of a sudden had issues, you know, during the season, and it was all working. It's like there was so much respect. There was a common bond there, and I think, you know, there's a part of him that really connected with these players. And I like what he had to say. He said, you know, I really bonded with these guys. But guess what? If I had to give them a you-know-what, you know, on the behind, I could do that too. Paul, we have a college coach on the other side of the bay that has gained a lot of popularity at Stanford, Jim Harbaugh. He was at the Raiders. Do you think Al Davis will bring him in and interview him?
I don't see why you wouldn't do that. I mean, the only difference this year between last year is that we actually have a date where the Raiders have to announce or at least tell Tom Cable what they plan on doing. And as Tom told me yesterday, it's January 17th where they have to let him know whether they're going to pick up that option or let him go. Now, that doesn't mean that they can't make a run at him after that, but for Al Davis to do his due diligence, why not just, you know, cast a couple lures out there and see what bites and just kind of what goes on. That's how Al kind of checks in on the rest of the league and sees what everybody else is thinking, see what's going on out there, and you know, why not? It couldn't hurt anything, but I think the players would much rather just see Al Davis just make an announcement yesterday after the game that Tom Cable's coming back, we're picking up his option.
I'll tell you why you won't bring in Jim Harbaugh, because Jim Harbaugh's going to have a job probably within the next 48 hours. It's going to happen fast. Paul, good stuff, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks for the workout in Alameda.
Here another year for everybody?
I think it's a lot of different things. Obviously, bringing in certain guys helped. You know, having Hugh Jackson coming as offensive coordinator, having Coach Cable for another year, all that stuff helps. And then, you know, collectively as a team, I thought we really played well together at times this year.
So that said, it sounds logical that you don't really want to see too many changes from the coaching staff down.
Yeah, obviously there's every offseason there's always going to be changes. There's always going to be new faces, new guys on the team. But, you know, I want to keep them as much as the same as possible.
How disappointing would it be if Tom didn't come back to finish what he started?
No, I think that'd be disappointing to everyone on the team. You know, we've rallied behind him, and he's always been, you know, an honest coach with us, you know, a great guy we follow. So, you know, I don't think any guy on the team wants that.
Do you view this season, you obviously made progress, do you view it as a successful season or no because you didn't make the playoffs?
You know, anytime you don't make the playoffs, it's not, you know, successful enough. I feel like we've improved, but again, you know, we're not in the playoffs, so it is a disappointment.
All right, we need to take another timeout. When we come back,
you saw that out here, guys fighting and guys doing whatever we could do to win, and you know, we were able to run the ball, and you know, I really credit to the guys for coming out here and playing as hard as they did for Coach Cable.
Coach Cable, he's always been so good to us, always, you know, making us work hard and instilling that belief that, you know, this division is ours and the playoffs and the Super Bowl is possible. So we got to, you know, we got to have his back because he always has ours.
He's a motivator. You know, he puts up those games, I mean, those films the night before a game, you know, to kind of get your blood flowing, to get chills on your body, you know, get you excited, ready to go play a game on Sunday. And then the next thing is just, you know, just letting us just go out and play. And not trying to put any pressure on ourselves, but just trying to play. Like I said, this week, it's not about playing for someone's job security or, like you said, it's not about his job, it's not about my job, it's not about anyone's job. It's about going out there and trying to secure a victory and finish the season on the right note and let the chips fall where they can.
Well, yesterday in Kansas City, today in Alameda, the Raiders coming out and voicing their support for Tom Cable. And Bill, I want to ask you, as I teased before the break, you know Al Davis. You've talked with Al Davis a number of times. Is he paying attention to this, and how much, if at all, will this impact his line of thinking?
I think absolutely he's going to pay attention to it. You got the leaders of his team. Clearly, he's got the team. Tom Cable has got this team believing in him. So I think if you're Al Davis, you have to take it in. You have to listen to it. And, you know, that's going to weigh heavy on his decision. And, you know, anything more than that, does that mean it's going to weigh him to keep him? I don't know if it, but I think, you know, there's a 50-50 in there that he's going to take it in. You know, within this decision, there's a pie of 100%, and it's going to weigh in there, I think, pretty heavy, because what you got to have in the NFL is you got to have buy-in. And if your players buy in, you have a chance. If they don't buy in, you have no chance. So, like we keep saying, is they're moving in the right direction.